We had many stories on Manchester United and Vitinha, not just Manchester United, because we heard of many clubs. And there was an English club interested in Vitinha, but was not Manchester United. Hey guys, welcome back on the channel. Fabrizio Romano here. Have a fantastic weekend, all of you, and here as always to discuss about transfer market. But today, guys, I want to deny some stories that we see around because many of you are asking me, worried on some of the stories or some of the link or some of the rumors that we have on the transfer market. So let's jump into it together. And so guys, I wanted to focus with you today on some of the transfer stories regarding the English clubs, because we have many transfer stories as always, and you know, I'm always here to try to answer your questions, to clarify at least what I am told, what I know. And I want to start with this guy, Vitinha, midfielder from Porto. He had a great season. He's a really big talent, and he's going to join Paris Saint-Germain. It's a done deal. Here we go. They have an agreement on verbal basis. They are preparing all the contracts, but it's almost done between Porto and Paris Saint-Germain. Porto will pay around 40 million euros. They're discussing about the payment terms, how long it will take to pay the player, in how many years, but everything is in place between Porto and Paris Saint-Germain for Vitinha. Luis Campos, the new Paris Saint-Germain director, is the man who wanted this deal to be completed. He's a top talent. He's considered a player for present and future, and so this is why Paris Saint-Germain jumped into it and signed him. But let me clarify one thing, and this is why I mentioned English clubs. We had many stories on Manchester United and Vitinha, not just Manchester United, because we heard of many clubs. And there was an English club interested in Vitinha, but was not Manchester United. Let me say that Manchester United have never made a proposal to Porto for Vitinha, never had a direct conversation, like saying how much you want for this player, how much he's worth, or these kind of things, even because they knew that Porto wanted the release clause for Vitinha. And also, at the same point, it was not a name mentioned internally by Erik ten Hag. So from what I'm told, ten Hag was not asking for Vitinha as a priority target for Manchester United. So it was not something close or imminent. So it's easy to see sometimes, they're missing on this player, because when you have top clubs, it's normal to have this kind of feeling, but this was not the case with Vitinha. For example, with Darwin Núñez, he was a player in Manchester United list. He was a player discussed internally at Man United. Then they decided not to spend a potential package, add-ons included, of 100 million euros. So Liverpool are more than happy because they signed Darwin Núñez, a top striker, but Manchester United wanted him. In this case, for Vitinha, is not the same. Manchester United were not negotiating for Vitinha. It's something that Paris Saint-Germain did it their own way with Luis Campos, the new director, and so he's going to join PSG. I wanted to clarify also something that we see in this kind of cases. It's kind of drama, no? Also with Manchester United. It always seems that they miss on some players. Sometimes it happens, as I mentioned, Darwin. Sometimes it's not the case with Vitinha, but with many others, guys. We always see many and many names around Man United, but many times it's not true. As we many times see on Chelsea in the last few weeks, someone is saying Chelsea are not doing anything on the market. Of course, it's not easy when a new ownership is coming with the old board, so they're trying to find the right way and they're working on many things. But let me say that it's not true that Chelsea are not moving. Chelsea have many things to resolve internally, and to sign new players. Of course, Chelsea will sign new players. Chelsea will be on it. Chelsea are on it behind the scenes. So for sure, Chelsea will sign players this summer. There is no doubt. But they are working on many things internally to be resolved. I'm told that this is the real priority for Todd Boehly, the new owner of Chelsea. He wants to resolve as many things as possible. When I mention internal things, Romelu Lukaku, it's a big problem. They paid 115 million euros to sign him, and now they want to find a solution with Inter. Chelsea want, Todd Boehly wants, and Thomas Tuchel too, because they feel that they can't continue with Romelu Lukaku, and he only wants to go to Inter. So negotiations ongoing for the loan fee of this Romelu Lukaku deal. But there are many others, because of course Lukaku is the main one, but many other things to resolve for Chelsea. For example, the second goalkeeper. They are considering Thomas Strakosha as a possibility in case Kepa leaves, but we know that for Kepa they're waiting for the right proposal. Gaga Slonina is a goalkeeper for the future. They want to sign him. They're negotiating with Chicago Fire with an official bid for 10 million plus add-ons. to be included, and so negotiations ongoing for Slonina. But Slonina was born in 2004, and so Slonina is a player for the future. He would stay on loan at Chicago Fire in case Chelsea will complete the agreement for this boy. And then many other things, because they need center backs. Yes, but they need to clarify the situation with Marcos Alonso, who wants to leave and will leave Chelsea this summer. This is the expectation. They have to clarify the situation with Azpilicueta. He has a contract proposal from Barcelona, and Barca decided not to extend the contract of Dani Alves, and they are still negotiating with Azpilicueta. It's a 2-year deal with an option for further season, and so Azpilicueta and Marcos Alonso are both negotiating with Barcelona, but it's now up to Chelsea to decide if they want to let them go or not. Tuchel is fighting to keep Azpilicueta, but we will see if he will be able or not, because Barca are always attracting for Aspi. And then the situation of the midfielders. Mason Mount is waiting for a new deal negotiation since a long time, and Chelsea want to get it resolved by the end of the year, and so it's something that needs to be discussed as soon as possible with Mason Mount with a new contract. N'Golo Kante and Jorginho, both out of contract in summer 2023 in 1 year, and this is something that Chelsea want to start to discuss internally right now to avoid any problem next summer, as happened this summer with Christensen and Rudiger both out of contract. So these are many internal situations that Chelsea want to get resolved as soon as possible, and they are working on it. I know that sometimes on the press it's not the same like saying we are signing a new player, and at the end you are discussing with your own players to clarify some situations, but this is something important for Chelsea, to clarify many things, also young players, Conor Gallagher, Armando Broja, what they want to do with these players, if to keep them, if to sell them, what is the plan. Conor Gallagher, my feeling is, has very good chances to stay at Chelsea. With Armando, many clubs interested in him, top striker, so many things to be clarified at Chelsea internally, and then to sign new players. This will be another priority, of course. And then I wanted to finish with Arsenal, because I see some Arsenal fans a bit worried on some situations after signing Fabio Vieira. I am told that they are still in contact on Yuri Tielemans' side. So Arsenal have always been in contact on Yuri Tielemans. He's a player they really highly rate, so they are convinced that he's a top player. But at the same point, there is still no official bid to Leicester. What I am told, guys, is that Tielemans is not signing a contract extension at Leicester now, or in the coming days or weeks. It's something that could be considered just in case no one will make an official proposal and will sign Tielemans from Leicester this summer. But as of today, the focus for Tielemans is still on leaving the club. So let's see if Arsenal will be fast in the coming days and will make an official bid because they need to be fast, or if other clubs will jump into this opportunity. I mean opportunity because Tielemans is out of contract next summer. He's a really top midfielder and could be a big one. So for Arsenal, it's still a name discussed internally. It's still something they are considering. Talks are still ongoing, but still no official bid. I hope to update you on Tielemans very soon with an official proposal or with another club to enter into this race. And so guys, let me know your opinion on these many Man United dramas, sometimes on social media, on Chelsea too, with this internal situation to be clarified. So I wanted to share something positive with Chelsea fans, with Man United fans, and also on Arsenal side, let's see what happens with Tielemans, but they will need to be fast. But as of today, he's not signing a new contract, so I wait for your opinion, guys, here in the comments. Remember to subscribe to the channel. We are really close to 1 million, so I'm waiting for you to subscribe. As always, turn on the notification bell, guys, so you're not gonna miss any single video, and see you soon with Fabrizio Romano.